Thank you, Kate, and welcome to a pristine afternoon and evening here in the nation's capital, where the Elks and Redblacks are ready to rock in an interdivisional showdown. Edmonton 1-3 on the road, Ottawa 1-3 at home. Something's got to give here tonight. Interesting, the rewiring of the mind that he spoke of this week. They'll begin on the ground regardless as it's handed off. I believe he's only in his 4th year in the Canadian Football League for Justin Hardy. He's had such an impact already as Hardy is the target and throwing to the sticks.
Good play by Justin Hardy, showing his great hand-eye coordination.
Williams Stanback takes the ball, faking. Crum looks to load it up, comes to the backside, wide open. It's Hardy running through the middle of coverage all the way out to the 55.
He does that perfectly, create a huge explosive play.
Hard count here as Crum almost catches Edmonton in an all-out blitz. 2nd and 14. They thought about sending the heat, now they'll bail out. Crum steps up in the pocket. He's going to try to earn it the hard way with his legs. Keelan White outside, can't get a block. Man, that hurts. It's worth it. Helps by about 30 yards in field position, but I think a little thunk onto the fingers that time as Taylor felt it. Cody sends Keon Julian Grant in motion into the boundary. That's the direction he looks originally. And then comes underneath. It's Curly Gittens Jr., fellow Canadian.
Right over the middle for the completion.
Randy Ellie, the one that finishes that off, is now they go with a little pop pass. And it is Keon Julian Grant who gets the touch. Like having a smile in the booth, maybe enjoying the way that Cody Fajardo is operating this offense to get things going in the first quarter as they flip it out. Justin Rankin trying to show off the legs.
King Embers, nice start of the game.
Well, empty out with Rankin into the flats over the middle. Curly Gittens Jr. double catches it. Will Pimpleton with the 117-yard touchdown return against Winnipeg last week. And he'll get no chance.
The pocket and keep his eyes focused downfield on his options. Tommy Condell is a good saying, don't abort the passing mission.
Well, they lose 3 on first down. They go to the line of scrimmage quickly, change the tempo of the game, go hard count. And then Crum resets and will look to throw it down the field as now against the 4-man rush. He tries to use those legs.
Because Cody's had the answer for it. Here he comes again.
He's trying to feed off it again. A simple answer right on cue is, whoa, Green looking up over the top. He got Elijah McGee. They're designing the offense for Trey Ford in the offseason. But Ford on the bench, Fajardo in the game, and now a handoff bullying his way. Wide splits here for the receivers of Edmonton. They'll empty it out. 3 by 3 they go. Underneath, Curly Gittens Jr. makes the grab, makes the first man miss. And Fajardo off to a very hot start. Green to the flats once again this time. Fajardo pushes the ball vertical, and it is complete once again. Benjamin Victor reaching inside the 5. Fajardo digs in, dives forward, touchdown Edmonton. And extending the lead is Cody Fajardo. No need for a short yardage quarterback here.
Whether Tommy Condell told him that play or not.
Quick rush this time to get out. Cleo Pimpleton makes the grab. I mentioned off the top lap of the aeronautical engineer. As he'll step away from the pressure and throws this one into double coverage. Gino Lewis somehow makes the grab. Ottawa will have to send this one away once again. Wobbling spiral to the 30-yard line. Javon Leak. Little jump cut. Breaks across the 45. Got some room to run. Outruns the punter across the 55. Javon Leak. No flags down. Into the end zone. And extends the lead for the Elks as the special teams barrage in 2025 continues on an 80-yard punt return touchdown.
This is deja vu of the last time these two teams played. He had a huge punt return for a touchdown. Once again, catches it in the air, makes one move up and inside. Pickett can't make the tackle, bounces back outside.
If Dustin Crum answers the question, is now he goes with a little sneaky double count and hands this one off inside Edmonton's defense. 2nd down and 7 against just a 3-man rush. It'll be Crum, check down out of a boy. Gets north-south quickly, and we recruited him for the vertical stuff free agency, but we know he can do a lot more. They're trying to access that as now Crum will step out of the pocket to his right. They'll try to use his legs, those long strides, and he bounces off a tackle attempt. Feels like the temperature turning up right now on this Ottawa offense. They sense the urgency of the moment, down by 17 as they'll flip it out. Pimpleton on the screen. Edmonton at 3-6. I guess the conversation becomes, do they have to have more wins in order for him to get into the MOP conversation more consistently as Cody Fajardo pumps, puts his head down, runs through 2 tacklers, and then crosses the 40 all the way out to the 50, and Cody takes a seat as now he's joined by Justin Rankin. Fajardo looks for Dunbar! Intercepted! The Redblacks get a takeaway. Something something that Edmonton has not done much of at all so far this season. And something that Edmonton hasn't done very much, especially in their 2-game win streak right now after starting the year in tough. As Crum checks it down, Williams stand back, gets some momentum going forward, run through 2 tacklers. The third watches from the sideline here as Crum, 7 of 8, 76 yards so far in the first half. Fakes the run, pressure's on, Crum steps forward, complete! Keelan White inside the 5, dives for the end zone, and looks like he's wrapped up just shy. They'll spot it at the 1. Crum takes the snap, lunges forward, and the signal is up. They set the fireworks off, and the Red Blacks offense has a major getting themselves back into the football game.
Don't get over-complicated with it when you're on the 1-yard line.
A little bit of redemption here for Vincent Blanchard, who missed the 50-yarder on their last possession. Called back by the flag is now Stephen Dunbar Jr. as the Edmonton offense goes to work, not giving up a sack last week against Toronto. Back to Dunbar they go. And that green light territory, if you want to take a shot or two, perhaps. See how aggressive Edmonton gets as Fajardo thought about loading it up, pumps, looks to run, slides his way down. 19 closer than the miss just a couple of minutes ago. And this one up and good. In tough at various points, and now the snap comes up, off rhythm a little bit, but Gino Lewis makes the grab. Drew Brown out with the knee injury, missed 3 games earlier this year with a hip injury. And so Dustin Crum will sling it once again to Eugene Lewis up to the 40 and continues to push his way forward. It's just off rhythm, right? So do they go with the quick snap again? They do. And it is Stanback running through 2-arm tackles away from Robbie Smith. Darts to the right, finds some open field, and finally it is Royce Metier. You know how much they care, want to be on the field with their teammates, but 2nd and 10 after the incompletion to Gino Lewis. Crum looks over the middle of the field. Touchdown, Red Blacks! Andre Miller with an on-point delivery from Dustin Crum, using the arm and the vision to tighten down this ball game. Daniel Adeboboye in the backfield. Crum fakes it, uses his legs, and runs through. Defensive back on the outside. As close as possible, not have to live that cross-country life in season here in the CFL as the crossing route underneath. Complete to Khalil Pimpleton, bounces off Kobe Williams' tackle. Tough to get those returners into the flow of the offense, but he's done it successfully with Crum, especially in the ball game, is now outside, and this one knocked away. Kobe Williams gets stuffed on a 2-and-out on their last possession. As Fajardo pumps, looks down the field, checks this one out to the flats. The percentages, the difference between 2nd and 10, 2nd and 3. Not a flashy play, but sets them up for this, which is Rankin bouncing off 2 tacklers. See the big man in motion there on the right side of the line. As Fajardo fakes to no one, they bailed out in pass protection, now loads it up, shot over the top, up for grabs in the air, and hits the turf incomplete. Fajardo checks it down, Rankin makes the grab, going nowhere. And also, Lapa just wondering whether or not Tommy Condell is trying to just leverage the cadence in order to find some cheap yards here as well. Right now, we'll just give the handoff to William Stanback. His late substitution here from Edmonton, and now Crum loads it up, slings this one over the top. He leaned into it. A flag comes up at the end of the play.
Defensive pass interference. Edmonton number 29. The ball will be placed at the 51-yard line and a first down.
They'll bump out to the wide side, and this time trying to get numbers going to the field. On the run, it is Miller, turns the corner to the 40, 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line from the 14-yard line with 14 points on the board for the Ottawa REDBLACKS. Crum looks to throw, steps right into pressure, and down he goes. For Lewis Ward, Richie Leone is the holder. As Ward hammers it through, and as much as I love his energy, I hated watching him DJing at practice on the sideline. He deserves to be in pads and on the football field. He is here as he gives chase once again. Fajardo turns around, hands it off. Bit of a bobble there by Justin Rankin. Coming down, and the BC Lions, but plenty of business to be sorted out right here in Ottawa as Cody Fajardo gets a screen out. Justin Rankin running free, and on 2nd down, he'll convert. They'll line up at the bottom of your screen with Kalen Julian Grant at a St. FX as Fajardo turns around, hands it off. Rankin jump cut right in the hole, bounces off 2 tacklers, and is finally brought down. Cody Fajardo, 1st and goal. Inside handoff, Justin Rankin won't be stopped. And the Elks extend their lead with 8 minutes remaining in the ball game. Refuses to be denied. And look at that work by the Edmonton offensive line. Beleaguered at times this year. Edmonton nearly lost the football there on the punt return, but solid 20 yards for the splashy playmaker. Now they go out to the flats. William Stanback loses his feet, tried to get back up. And here he is in the Canadian Football League trying to lead another comeback. Snap comes up, four-man rush. Keelan White's got the football. Ottawa offensive line digs in once again. 2nd and 10. Late in the ball game, Crum, quick throw. It is complete. They will go for the field goal, take the points here. Let's see if they can get the football back. Close down the lead. Edmonton tries to make sure they don't have an illegal formation here as well. Take the inside run. Fajardo's going to try and use his legs to earn some of it back. Takes a big pop after 14-minute delay. Go back to work on 2nd and 7. Fajardo with the pressure on, throws it up for Curly Gittins Jr. It hung in the air. Already in field goal range to make it a 2-score game. Fajardo with pressure on. Will step forward. He's got room to run. Cody pumps, gets the first down, and slides his way to the turf. Looking for a miracle to create a turnover, a stop, a tackle for loss, something to change this game back in their favor. Edmonton trying to put it on ice. Low snap. Hold was great, despite pressure being on.
Pyramiding on Ottawa number 41. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a field goal.
And Cody Fajardo, 3 straight victories. The Edmonton Elks have now taken down Montreal on the road, Toronto at home, and come back out to the east and beat the Ottawa REDBLACKS as Mark Killam has their club rolling after a 1-6 start.